3NT solving linear equations. Now consider the following questions. Solve 2x plus 5 equals to 7. What does the word solve means? The solve means find the value of the unknown. In this case, in the equation, the only unknown is x. That means they want to find x equals to what value. So there are two different ways that you can do your working. Number one, you have 2x plus 5 to be equals to 7. X is together with 2, so we cannot do anything to this yet. So this is like the bodyguard. Okay, what we need to do is we need to get rid of the terms that is outside. Okay, down here, so we need to get rid of plus 5. How do we get rid of plus 5? The reverse operation for adding 5 will be subtract 5 from both sides. So I'm going to minus 5 from both sides. So in this case, I will have 2x plus 5 minus away 5. These two will disappear. So I'm only left with 2x over here. And this will be 7 minus 5. 7 minus 5 will give you 2. Then this is 2 units of x is equals to 2. So what do we do to get only 1 unit? We are going to divide by 2. Divide by 2. And that gives me the number 1. Now some of you may do the other method where you know how to bring over to the other side. Okay, so and you reverse the operation. So what you can do is, I want to keep 2x over here. I'm going to bring my number positive 5 over to the other side. So now this is 2x. If I'm going to get rid of positive 5, I will minus 5. It will cross over to the other side. From positive adding 5, I will need to reverse the operation. That will be 7 minus 5. And we know that 2x is equals to 2. Then this operation here is multiplication. So I'm going to bring 2 over to the other side or get rid of it. So we are going to do the reverse of multiplication, which is division. So I'm going to divide by 2 and that gives me 1. So the answer is x equals to 1. 3NT solving linear equations. Solve the following. 6 minus 3x minus 12. Now let's take a look at the following question. We have our unknown to be x, and x is together with negative 3. So this is one whole term. And if that's the case, you need to try to get rid of 6. But what is 6? This is actually positive 6. So the relationship is addition. So what do we need to do to get rid of positive 6? We will need to subtract 6. So we can subtract 6 on both sides. And if you were to subtract 6, we will take note, this is minus 6, and then this is 6, you will cancel off. And we are end up with negative 3x over here. And this one is 12 minus 6, that will give me 6. Now negative 3x equals to 6. What can we do? We need to get rid of the negative sign. So I'm going to change the sign on both sides. So if this is negative, I'm going to change this to positive. If this is originally positive, I'm going to change it to negative. So we will have 3x to be equals to negative 6 now. Next, this is 3 units of x. I'll need to get only 1 unit of x. What can I do? I need to divide by 3. Divide by 3. So negative 6 divided by 3, that will give you negative 2. So x will be equals to negative 2. 3NT solving linear equations. Now solve the following equation. We have 3x plus 5 equals to x minus 7. Now take a look down here. There are two different terms with x. One is 3x and the other one is x, but they are on different side of the equation. So what we need to do is we need to make them together on the same side, and at the same time we do not want to have the numbers over here. I want to get the number over to the other side. So we will have to group x together and put the numbers on the other side of the equation. So first, let us start with getting rid of 5 from the following side. So if I were to get rid of 5, this is plus 5. I'm going to do a subtract 5 on both sides. And that means I will be left with, so this one is minus 5, this is minus 5, plus 5. It will disappear. I'm left with 3x over here. And the following, x is a unlike term, so x stays. But this will be minus 7 minus 5. Minus 7 minus 5. I subtract 7, subtract another 5. This is subtraction, not multiplication. So minus 7 minus 5 will give you minus 12. If you are not sure of your calculation, please use the calculator. So on this side, we will have x minus 12. Next, I will need to have the x over here to come over to this side of the equation. I need to make it disappear from the right hand side. So this is positive x. What can we do? We can subtract x, okay, and with that 3x minus x will give you 2x equals to the x minus the x. There will be no more x, left with only negative 12. Now this is 2 units of x. How can we get 1 unit? We need to divide by 2, divide by 2, and that will give us negative 6. Now some of you do it by another method. You will shift the terms to the different side of the equation, and when I shift the terms, I need to reverse the operation. So some of you will do it this way, where you know I need to shift 5 over to this side, and that will give me minus 5, and x will need to shift over to this side, and this is positive x, so we'll need to do a subtract x. Okay, so we will end up with 3x. I will bring x over to this side, that means I subtract x, equals, this is negative 7 on this side. I'm going to bring 5, positive 5 over to the right hand side. Now this is addition plus 5. I'm going to do the reverse operation, minus 5. And we will be able to get 2x equals to negative 12, x equals to negative 6.